Have you ever wondered what truly separates high performers from everyone else? It's not just talent or luck. It's a series of powerful mental habits that completely transform how they see the world and make decisions. Stay with me, because I'm about to break down the exact psychological framework they use to consistently achieve extraordinary results. High performers have a unique way of approaching challenges, and it all starts with their mindset. Their decisions aren't random. They're the result of deeply ingrained habits that shape how they interpret problems, evaluate opportunities, and navigate uncertainty. Think of it like an operating system for success. One of the most defining traits is their perspective. When faced with a problem, most people get stuck on the immediate obstacle. High performers, however, regularly step back. They zoom out to examine the larger context of a situation. They ask, how does this single decision fit into my long-term vision? This ability to see the forest, not just the trees, allows them to make choices today that will pay dividends for years to come. It's a shift from reactive problem-solving to proactive, strategic thinking. But here's what nobody tells you. This isn't about having some magical foresight. It's a trainable skill. High performers practice this by constantly connecting their daily actions to their ultimate goals. They don't just go through a to-do list. They execute a mission. 2. This psychological distance from the immediate chaos gives them clarity and control, preventing them from getting overwhelmed by short-term setbacks. They understand that today's challenges are just stepping stones, not roadblocks. Now, let's talk about the engine that drives this entire process: learning. For many, mistakes are a source of shame and frustration. For high performers, they are pure gold. They have reframed failure not as an endpoint, but as critical feedback. With every misstep, every unexpected outcome becomes a valuable data point that guides their improvement. This is where the growth mindset truly comes to life. They don't just say they learn from mistakes. They have a systematic process for it. After a project or a significant event, they actively dissect what went wrong, why it went wrong, and what they will do differently next time. This turns every experience, good or bad, into a lesson that refines their strategy and makes them more effective. This is where most people fail. They experience a setback and either give up or try the exact same thing again, hoping for a different result. High performers break this cycle. They treat their journey like a scientific experiment, constantly testing hypotheses, analyzing the results, and iterating on their approach. This mindset removes the emotional sting of failure and replaces it with a sense of curiosity and discovery. They're not just trying to win. They're trying to learn. And in the long run, the person who learns the fastest is the one who ultimately wins. This relentless pursuit of improvement is what creates the compounding effect of success over time. The next critical element is prioritization. We all know that our time and attention are finite resources. Yet, many of us scatter our energy across dozens of tasks, trying to do everything at once. High performers operate differently. They have a ruthless commitment to focus. They understand the Pareto principle, that 80% of their results will come from just 20% of their efforts. So, they dedicate a significant amount of time to identifying that crucial 20%. They're not afraid to say no to good opportunities so they can say yes to the great ones. By concentrating on fewer, more impactful priorities, they are able to go deep and produce results that are not just incrementally better, but exponentially better. This intense focus isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. They create environments that protect their attention, eliminating distractions and creating large, uninterrupted blocks of time for deep work. This allows them to achieve a state of flow where they are fully immersed in a task and performing at their absolute peak. Psychologically, this builds momentum and a profound sense of accomplishment, which fuels their motivation for the next challenge. 2. It's a powerful, self-reinforcing cycle. Focus leads to great results, which in turn deepens their commitment to focus. But how do they know what to focus on and what to learn from? This is where reflection comes in. This might be the most underrated habit of them all. High performers are masters of few. They don't just live their lives, they study their lives. Many schedule regular time, whether daily, weekly, or monthly, to pause and reflect. During this time, they review their recent decisions, analyze patterns in their behavior, and honestly assess their progress. They ask themselves powerful questions like, what's working? What's not? Where did I get off track? What assumptions am I making that might be wrong? This reflective habit acts like a sharpening stone for their judgment. It builds profound self-awareness, helping them understand their own strengths, weaknesses, and biases. By regularly examining their own thought processes, they can catch errors in their thinking before they lead to major problems. This isn't about self-criticism. It's about self-coaching. It's a deliberate practice that allows them to continuously calibrate their internal compass, ensuring that they are always moving in the right direction. Over time, this consistent reflection makes their intuition more accurate and their decision-making more effective. The final one changes everything. It's the fuel that powers all the other habits. Curiosity. High performers possess a deep, intrinsic desire to understand. They aren't satisfied with surface-level answers. When faced with a problem or an opportunity, they ask thoughtful, probing questions. They want to know the why behind the what. They explore the underlying systems, the hidden connections, and the first principles that govern a situation. This relentless curiosity leads them to discover insights that others miss. It's what allows them to innovate, to see opportunities where others see only obstacles, and to connect seemingly unrelated ideas to create something new. This isn't just about being interested in a lot of things. It's a targeted, strategic curiosity. They direct their questions toward areas that are most relevant to their goals. 2. This intellectual humility, the willingness to admit they don't have all the answers, is what keeps them growing. While others become complacent with their existing knowledge, high performers are always on a quest to learn more, to understand deeper, and to see the world with fresh eyes. This is the mindset that ensures they never stop evolving. So, when you put it all together, you see it's not one single trait. It's a powerful framework for It starts with perspective, gaining the clarity to see the big picture. It's driven by a commitment to learning from every experience. It's amplified by a relentless focus on what truly matters. It's refined through consistent reflection and self-awareness. And it's all fueled by an insatiable curiosity. These habits don't just happen. They are cultivated through deliberate practice. But by integrating this framework into your own life, too, you can begin to build the same mental operating system that drives the world's most successful people. You start making better decisions, learning faster, and building unstoppable momentum toward your most meaningful goals. Silent leverage. Subscribe for more.